Yeah, y'all come in the newsroom real quick. Yeah, we got to talk about it. Damn. They canceled the BET and the goddamn Soul Train Awards. God damn. You know what's wild, though? I watched the... I've been watching the last couple years of BET, and this year, the BET was smacking. That shit was tight, y'all. But it makes sense. I'm like, oh, they did their last hurrah here and didn't tell nobody. This year, BET Hip Hop Award was actually pretty decent. Compared to them other 2 fucking years. Especially the year before that, I don't know what the hell I was watching. Man, that shit was a shit show. But hey, man, it made it to I think the BET Hip Hop Awards 25 piece. I think the Soul Train Awards came out in like 87 or some shit like that. I don't know. I was just born, so. But I used to watch, like, the BET Hip Hop Awards. Really ramped up. I watched that in like the 2000s. 98, 99, 2000s. And then once it hit around like 2008, 2009, I stopped watching that shit. You feel me? The Soul Train Awards, I barely watched. I mean, only time I really watched the Soul Train Awards is when, my grandmother, you know what I mean? R.I.P., God rest her goddamn soul. When she would watch it, I would watch it with her when I was younger and shit. You feel me? Like, but yeah. The BET Hip Hop Awards, though, yep, once it got to like 2010, 2009, I started watching that shit, man. That shit was pushing some propaganda ass shit. I'm telling y'all. And then I was like, all right, let me go back and start watching it. I start rewatching it 2022 and shit. Then with some shit shows too. This one that they just did this year, they did it right. But I see why they did it like that. Because they got canceled. Alongside with the Soul Train Awards. You feel me? Some of y'all gonna be like, this is the reason why we need DEI. It's because the DEI got canceled. It's like, anyway, look, y'all. We gonna get into like who owns BET and the Soul Train Awards. You know what I mean? We're going to get to the dirty beats of shit because some of y'all might not know. I know who it is, but some of y'all might not know, so we're going to get into that. Then I got my sub segment that we're going to get into. Very interesting sub segment I got. All right? But anyway, my fan sector, the audience, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. God damn. Y'all be showing hella love. My FBA fam. My Black American fam. Black people on code. You feel me? The tiny minuscula. I'm making up new ass words. Minuscula allies that we do have. They tiny as hell. Y'all should have been doing this loudly and proudly while I was talking. My producers, Reeland, Byron, TV. My mods, Daryl and Brooke. Appreciate y'all. You feel me? Thank you so much. Now the other sector of my audience, you weak assholes. You suspected white supremacists. And Brooke in the building. What's good, Brooke? Brooke is in the building, y'all. Now back to the hate sector of my audience. You tethers. God damn. You Sambo bootlicks. You Latinos. We got to hear from a Latino today. Y'all, guess which Latino we'll hear from today? Is it A, John Leguizamo, B, Fat Joe, C, crazy ass legs, or D, all of the above? Y'all put in the damn chat. Anyway, y'all y'all Latinos in this sector of my audience, y'all be lying your asses off. You feel me? Brooke says A. Uh-oh. She think I got John Leguizamo, y'all. Oh, she changed it. She said D, all of the above. Okay. Yeah. Y'all put what else y'all think in the chat? All right. Let's get some more answers. But who else in this sector of my audience, man? You know what? Y'all could just EAD. We just about to hop right into it. And look, I told y'all I had a Latino that talked about the cancellation of the BET Hip Hop Awards and the Soul Train Awards. And Brooke, you partially right. You said D, which includes Fat Joe, but it's only Fat Joe. All right. So you partially right. You feel me? I'll give you this, Brooke. I'll give you this. First of all, Vegeta. Then we gotta give you the But let's hear from this damn Latino. Goddamn Fat Joe. All right. And shout out to the Art of Dialogue. Fat Joe says BET has been gentrified. You part of the gender. Fat Joe. You part of the gender. And underfunded. Which he believes led to the suspension of Hip Hop Awards and Soul Train Awards. Let's listen to bruh.
BET. This is a form of gentrification, what's going on right now. Right, so I don't know if y'all really want to ask me about this shit right here, right? So BET came up as a community station for Black people, right? The urban culture.
And hey, I ain't gonna lie. I'm surprised he didn't say black and Latino culture. Black and brown culture. You know what I'm saying? God damn.
Our man, what is Bob Johnson, took the check. He sold it, first Black billionaire, whatever the case may be. He sold it to Viacom and Paramount.
Skydance.
MTV and them. VH1 and them.
Perfect part to do some more research that we done did. Look, this is what we talking about. Paramount, Skydance, they own BET, because right here, I said who owns this shit? It says it right here. Paramount, Skydance. Then I was like, well, okay, Paramount, Skydance, who owns that? Then it breaks down some more shit. But basically, David Ellison, because he owns Skydance Media, which owns Paramount Skydance Corporation. I know this shit a lot, y'all, but this how they be moving their money. They have a company that own another company that own another company. So, like, these motherfuckers can, like, dodge lawsuits and shit. So, he owned Skydance Media, which, right? Paramount was actually sold to him through a merger through this woman right here, which her name is Sherry Redstone. They own Paramount before they sold it to this guy, which was it Byron Allen? I think it was Byron Allen. He was trying to buy BET, and they said, "Oh hell no, all hail to the no." Look who she sold it to. I think for I could be wrong about this, but for less money. It was either the same amount or less. So all that shit, y'all, look it. Some of y'all be talking that ish that be saying that, oh, we just need to get the money up and buy the shit. Blah, blah, blah. Nope. Don't work like that. You can't buy what ain't being sold to you. I'm just saying. So let's go back to the infamous Latino Fat Joe. At least he's telling the truth right there.
Little by little over the years, quietly, they've been firing a lot of people behind the scenes in BET, and everybody who has something to say, they've been firing them and this and this and that. And I know because I've been working on the BET Hip Hop Awards for 3 years. Shit was like the budget, not for me, but the budget just kept getting chopped and chopped and chopped. And last year,
wait a minute, you got from the budget, bruh. Fat Joe, you didn't host it the past 2 years. They cut you because they heard how you was talking about our lineage. Believe it or not, we got a lot of economic power, y'all. We got a lot more power than people like to believe. Bro, you got cut out the budget.
I debuted my single with Khaled in the VMAs, and Katy Perry's still flying through the air in the VMAs. They still blowing out of the cannons. They still flying in the air. They still got all the tricks. They still got the budgets. They got the shit, you know. And so I think in the entertainment world, I don't think I know this was like a form of gentrification. They kept underfunding them, and you ain't got no money to be creative. That's why you was watching the Ratchet Awards and all that. They ain't had no bread.
Damn. I never thought I'd see the day, but hey, man, that Latino is telling God damn. Fat Joe, he was saying some truth in that shit. That's probably why it was ratchet. Till this year, they knew it was the last hurrah. They spent bread this year, man. I'm telling y'all that right now. The people they had Kevin Hart. You feel me? Bro was funny as hell. I think Kevin Hart funny as hell. I know it's shit slapstick at times. You feel me? But I think bro funny. You feel me? They also gave a tribute to Jamie Foxx. Shout out to Jamie Foxx. You feel me? Who else they had? They had Tiana Taylor. She had this dope ass performance doing some old robot shit. The shit was crazy. And a plethora of the artists and stuff like that. They had Ludacris. Hey, Ludacris is underrated. Ludacris is underrated. He should be top 10 in everybody's list. For real. Man. That Ludacris performed. They also gave a and what award was it? It was one of the bigger awards. They gave it to Snoop Dogg. You feel me? Also gave Mariah Carey her first ever like BET award or some shit like that. Some icon award. So yeah, they spent bread. They got Mariah Carey out there to perform Miss Christmas herself. You feel me? They spent bread this year. Which makes sense that, Fat Joe saying that it been ratchet awards lately these past couple years. Yeah, probably because they ain't getting the funding and shit. But it just breaks it down to right, like, well, look who the fuck owns it. Berber owns before him it was Sherry Redstone and them. This woman right here, she was top dog. She was top dog when her husband I think died. Then he go like this. Look it. Most people would think Scott Mills is the owner of BET. No, he's just a CEO. And like I said, right here, y'all, it says the Soul Train of BET Awards has changed hands several times. You can't make nothing successful if it keep changing hands because it's new ideas, new things coming in. You can't build a foundation. Ain't no structure. It ain't no structure. You feel me? Well, look here. We got some history right here. BET was founded in 1980 by Robert L. Johnson. Sold to Viacom in 2001. And became part of a Paramount family after the CBS Viacom merger. But I just told y'all who owned it. All right? The Soul Train Awards originally established by Don Cornelius. This name fire as hell. And shout out to Don Cornelius, you feel me? In 1987. were acquired by Viacom in 2016 and incorporated into BET's portfolio. Damn. So this shit was running for almost 20 years and then got bought out by Viacom. Hey, let's look this up. Who sold the Soul Train Awards? And look, y'all, on this news channel, we learning over here. We do our Inspector Gadget as detective work. You feel me? Who sold the Soul Train Awards? The Soul Train were created by Don Cornelius, blah, 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 which was recently announced that the Soul Train were BT are suspended. No, who the fuck sold it to Viacom? Let me, you know what? I gotta ask my question better. And this is the CEO, y'all. Yeah, bro, that looked like if Pinky and the Brain had a son. Milk Dud head. Kind of look like JJ Fish a little bit. Y'all remember JJ Fish? Yeah. Anyway, this Scott Mills, he's the CEO of BET and shit. So, which I mean, let's be real. I think Tyler Perry the CEO of BET. God damn, that's his network at this point. But yeah, hold on, I'm getting distracted. That's why they call me the off tangent man. Sometimes I go off tangent. We were trying to figure out in 2016, incorporated to BET, acquired by Viacom. No, when were they sold to Viacom? That's what we're trying to figure out. Who sold the Soul Train Awards to Viacom? Viacom in 2016. The Soul Train Awards, the entire Soul Train franchise, was sold to Viacom Network in 2016 by Ron Burkle's Yasiapa Companies and Intermedia Partners. So this is who did it. Who is these motherfuckers? You feel me? They probably them folks. All right. Hold on. And then Fat Joe said something about Bob Johnson sold BET to some shit. Okay. I'm going to just put, who is Ron Burkle? Let me make sure y'all seen this. Hell yeah, y'all seen this. All right. Ron Burkle is a co-founder and managing partner of Yasio Company LLC. See what they do, y'all? It's always some company under some other company under some other company. Man, it ain't no picture of them. Hey, it's no pictures of them. That's what they be good at, too. Maybe, okay. Hold on. Maybe you could do this. Ron Burkle. Maybe something pop up. Okay, this Ron Burkle. This Ron Burkle, y'all. Ronald Burkle. Okay. God damn. Bro got like chipmunk cheeks. I ain't gonna lie, bro look creepy, man. He look like he'd be like in a horror film, eating motherfuckers. You feel me? But that's Ron Burkle, y'all. He co-founder. Okay, so it's another person involved, but basically him and the intermediate. You feel me? Actually, this is what I could do. See? And look, over here, y'all, we'll find shit, for real. Who owns... We know it's Ron Burkle. We try to find the other person. Is on who co-founded the firm in 86. The other person must have just sold the shit straight to him then. He the primary controller. Okay, Ronald Burkle. That's who we need to know then. This guy right here. All right. So he got what you call it? He the one sold it to Viacom. But when that was the next thing I wanted to look up. When did Bob okay, I will. When did Bob Johnson owned and sold BET. Because that nigga said Bob Johnson funded BET in 1980. It took published in 91, making the first black control. In 98, he took BET private again, buying back outstanding stocks. He then sold it to Viacom in 01. Okay. He sold it to fucking Viacom. What is these niggas talking about then? Okay. They said he blah blah blah. I read it right here. Then why the fuck was I looking up the Ron Burkle shit? Because of Soul Train. I'm looking at BET. God damn it. Soul Train. Okay. That's what it is. And that's what we want to know. Not the BET Hip Hop Awards. All right. See, I'm showing y'all too, like, look, sometimes I be fucking up on the research. I'm showing y'all my thought process, which most people don't do. You ain't never seen a news anchor do it like this. Now have you? Hell no. They all want to be perfect. Like, well, today, man, them motherfuckers be fucking up. Okay? Now, this is what we want to find. We want to find, when did they own Soul Train? Okay, that's not what, okay. When did Ronald Burkle own the Soul Train Awards? Ron Burkle, blah blah blah, Soul Train. And 08, this holding company owned Soul Train franchise. Okay, that's in 08, y'all. This shit was started in 87. We're gonna say who owned the Soul Train Awards before Ronald Burkle. Burkle like an ugly ass name too. Shit sound like a disgusting ass food. All right. Before Ronald Burkle, the ownership of Soul Train Awards and Soul Train franchise was primarily associated with Don Cornelius. Damn! Oh, he sold the rights. Oh. So that's what's been happening. Oh, built it up, sold it, and then it started getting wonky. I told y'all. What year did I tell y'all? What year did I fucking tell y'all? Right around 2008, 2009, 2010. Soul Train, BET Award, all that shit start getting wonky and start pushing some propaganda when it comes to us. All right? All right. With that being said, though, y'all got some more shit I want to show y'all. Now I'm gonna show y'all that in the what you call it, the subcategory. But yeah, let's read this article right here, y'all. Let me go back to my chat. Hell yeah. I appreciate it, Brooke. Thank you. She said I'm authentic. Yeah. But yeah, let's read this article right here. You feel me? From Rolling Out. All right. And y'all got too many like pop-ups on Rolling Out, man. Y'all gotta tone that down. Anyway, this the Latino Fatty Joe. Fat Joe speaks out against BET Network's budget reductions. All right. And who wrote this? See, god damn, Rolling Out. What's wrong with y'all website? This is by Vera Mahogany. Came out August 7th. All right. Rapper and television host Fat Joe has strongly criticized BET Network's decision to suspend both its Hip Hop Awards and Soul Train Awards, characterizing the move as a form of racial gentrification that undermines Black culture and entertainment. The outspoken artist who hosted the BET Hip Hop Awards for 3 consecutive years shared his concerns during a podcast appearance with Jadakiss. Hey, you know what my problem with this though also is, y'all? Like, if Fat Joe know this shit was happening for years back then, why come out with it now? Why not speak about it when the bullshit is happening? You could have came out and spoke about it when the bullshit was happening, but nah, you was collecting checks off of Black culture. I'm just saying, y'all. He put white on his paperwork. Okay? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me message this person real quick. All right, person. My bad, y'all. There we go. Okay. Anyway, back to this shit. Fat Joe, you could have said that while you was hosting the BET Awards, knowing that it was getting hella underfunded, and that's why it was turning out all ratchet and shit. Anyway, Fat Joe traced BET's decline back to 2001 when founder Robert Johnson sold the network to Viacom for $3 billion. Damn, they start shorting the company. Sherry Redstone and I'm gonna just start saying the Redstones, because initially it was her husband, you feel me, and her that was doing this bullshit. Her husband passed away and shit. So the Redstones, they was on the bullshit in 2001. You feel me? My problem is, like, why we learning about this shit right now? Why haven't I heard about this? I should have at least heard about this in like 2006, 2007. At least by 2010. But anyway, according to the rapper, this corporate takeover marked the beginning of systematic changes that have gradually diminished the network's commitment to Black programming and culture. Wait a minute. This is another thing. See, you see how this is a fucking problem? Fat Joe said he traced it back to 2001, which means you've been knowing this shit for hella years, bruh. But hey, once they get coin off the Black culture, it's all silence. Once the coins stop coming, it'd be an all tell all, like how Joy Reid doing the Democrats. Same shit, different toilet. Budget disparities highlight unequal treatment. Okay, we done heard him say it. Okay. Network confirms suspension amid climate evaluation. Let's read this, y'all. BET CEO Scott Mills confirmed to industry publications that both award shows have been suspended while the network evaluates the current media landscape. AKA, we not getting that federal money that we used to get through goddamn grants and shit. That's what it is. That's what it is. We're not getting the same donations. Trust me, I know. I've been studying grant stuff, y'all. I've been seeing certain grants that media companies getting stuff, y'all. They be getting paid. Paid. So you know Trump cut certain shit. So yeah, that's all this is saying, y'all. Which y'all should have went the Tyler Perry route. Shout out to Tyler Perry, even though he had to get to that position by wearing thongs and shit. You feel me? Like, but the thing about it though, he constructed his own shit. And it seemed like he paying, you know what I mean, the actors well. At least the prominent Black actors. You feel me? So, but he built his own goddamn shit. That's what you got to do. You got to simultaneously do it. You got to be at the, you know what I mean, corporate shit or whatever. You got to go through that and funnel it in to your own shit while it grow until you don't need to have that shit no more. Okay. But yeah, back to this right here, y'all. However, Mills did not directly address Fat Joe's specific claims about budget cuts. He's not gonna do that shit. Come on. Or the reasoning behind the programming decisions. The suspension comes at a traditional television networks face increasing pressure from streaming platforms and changing viewing habits. However, Fat Joe argued that these industry challenges don't explain the apparent disparity in resource allocation between different programs within the same corporate family. The timing of the announcement has raised question within the entertainment community about the future of programming specifically designed to celebrate Black music and culture. The Hip Hop Awards and Soul Train Awards have historically served as an important platform for recognizing achievements in genres that often receive limited recognition from mainstream award shows. Host reflects personal experience. Should we read this, y'all? Let's read a little bit. Despite his criticism of the network's corporate management, Fat Joe expressed gratitude for the opportunity to host the blah, blah, blah. Okay. The rapper revealed that the host, blah, 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 blah. Brought concern with the entertainment industry. Okay. Subtle black. See? God, damn. It's the same thing. Entertainment, politics, religion, all the same shit. They use our Black plight to try to get they fucking shit off. God damn. Man. As streaming platforms, yeah, y'all probably gonna get bought out by Netflix or do some partnering with. It's gonna be Medea meet Netflix. Or does actually, I think Tyler Perry has a doesn't he have a deal with Netflix? Let me see in the chat. If y'all know, let me know. Does Tyler Perry have a deal with Netflix? And Brookman saying in the chat says, she says, shut it down. I'd rather shut down instead of continue being dirty. Hey, facts. Hell yeah. Brooke is saying, look, I'd rather this bullshit be shut down in award shows, showing the degenerate side of our shit, instead of it, continuing to being bullshit. They only cleaned it up this year, y'all. The Hip Hop Awards this year was actually dope, phenomenal. Everybody, it was no ratchetness going on, you feel me? I'm telling y'all that right now. You know what I mean? So let me see if there's some more we could read. Nah, that's about it. All right, y'all. Before we get into the slapper of the day, and y'all already know the stage is always open. Stage is always open if y'all want to come up and talk about this ordeal. But I'm gonna open up the phone lines. But before I open up the phone lines, there's a couple things I want to show y'all. I'm about to lighten up the mood even more. You know what I mean? But what the hell? I didn't know this was going on this much in the WNBA games. Do y'all watch the WNBA? I don't. Hell, I barely watch the NBA anymore. God damn, man. All that proper guy dancing. Yeah, I'm making up words today, okay? Shit. All that proper guy dancing that they be trying to do with our minds and shit. And them commercials get on my fucking nerves. But yeah. What's going on? They throwing dildos on the court? Is it safe to say that most of the fan base probably studs? Is that safe to... No, I shouldn't. Oh, okay. All right. Woo! Wow. This you know what? I'm gonna leave it alone. Then we got this right here, y'all. God damn. First Dr. Umar, now the Democrats. Everybody asking for donations. Everybody asking for donations. You know what? Fuck it. I ain't gonna act like I'm better than everybody else. Hold on. If they can ask for donations, I can ask for donations too. I'm getting my Roland Martin on. You know how he every 5 minutes he asks his audience. Now that's why the black media don't grow, because you stupid fools listen to the new black media, and not only that, y'all don't give me no damn money. Hit the Cash App. Roland Martin eat butter biscuits and help my YouTube channel grow. You like, God damn. I don't know what's worse, him or the church. Yeah, and I've been going to church again and shit. And I'm telling y'all, every goddamn 15 minutes they asking for some damn goddamn money. Shit ain't changed, I guess. I ain't been to church in hella long. Now I'm going to church again, and I'm like, God damn. They out here like, it's okay if you don't have no cash. We got Cash App now. It's like, damn, Jesus got Cash App now. How the fuck did Jesus get Venmo? How does Jesus have Venmo now? Damn. Oh shit. I'm gonna have the church folks angry. Now, young man, put your hand on the Bible. Get the demons out of you. You are a news anchor. You're supposed to be professional. Oh shit. All right, let me put this down. I usually don't have this on. You feel me? Oh shit. Oh my goodness, y'all. But yeah, Democrats asking for donations in Texas, man. Is this Jasmine Crockett? Is she asking for donations too? God damn. All right. And then I got this last thing before I get to the slapper of the day. Then we're going to get to the sub segment. I'm going to play. This is the first time I done played something from TikTok. You feel me? And I'm going to start playing more shit from TikTok now that I got it set up over here on Mozilla. And this has been one of the funniest shits I done heard on the goddamn internet lately. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm like, is this shit fake? No. I saw another fucking video, y'all. I saw another video where I'm seeing bruh right here getting hemmed up by dude right here. This is real, y'all. This is real. Oh my goodness. But bruh right here, how he explaining it? Oh my God. Top tier. Top tier. Y'all listen. Hold on.
This man got his ass beat. And the reason why this man got his ass beat is because he didn't put enough pickles and ketchup on the goddamn burger. This man literally took the Burger King worker, lined him up like this, and choked him for a damn burger with no pickles. Not to mention, he threw him on the floor and took the drink and threw it right on his face. I'm telling you, man, to work at these fast food restaurants, this is the shit you gotta go through. And him, as an employee, he couldn't fight back.
Oh my God.
It cost him his job. So he had to take an ass whipping for not putting extra pickles and ketchup on a goddamn burger. You telling me I have to wake up every day of my life and go to work just to get snuffed out by some big, bald, brolic man? The job is already hard enough, and now I gotta suffer at the hands of another guy beating my ass at work for not putting extra pickles and ketchup on my burger. And that's the true story to this shit. Over a goddamn burger with no extra pickles and no ketchup.
Now, I don't know if the story is true or not, but him getting his ass whooped like this is most definitely true. I saw the clips. I don't try to show the clips of violence because I ain't trying to get my channel dinged, but god damn. Oh, not Brooke, I can't show the video. That be showing violence. That's when you get your channel ding. Oh my God. But trust me, he was he was like, bop, 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 I'm having it my way. Bro was like, that's McDonald's, nigga. Like, God damn. Yeah, I can't, because like back in the day, I used to show clips, not fighting clips, but I used to show like certain interactions, and I got my channel ding for that. I got a strike for that. I haven't had a strike in a long time though, because I read up on it and know what gives you strikes and what don't. But that's why I don't try. If you notice, I don't try to play any clip that could allude to any type of kind of violence and shit like that. Because if I did get the strike and if I could play this, I would play it, Brooke. Trust me, I will play it because it's hilarious. Oh man, that was funny. Oh my God, y'all. Woo. All right, y'all. Yeah. I'm glad you get it, Brooke, because I most definitely be wanting to play certain clips that's hilarious, but it alludes to like some type of violence. So, but anyway, I'm gonna play the slapper of the day, and the slapper of the day. I wanted to hear some Bay Area shit from a Bay Area legend, and I wanted to hear some old school E40 from this fire ass old album right here. Politician came out of no two. And you know what I'm playing, y'all? Oh shit. Mustard and mayonnaise.
Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus. Lord, from your body, watch me turn it over. Politician, I'm ballaholic, I'm ballerific. Stop and listen to me, yo, undivided attention. 40 talk like that button. Listen. And that's why they're every time and he do the fool. Hustle Charlie water, that plan, that have a clue. Let me tell you, but never just make it kilograms of coke like broccoli. I used to break. Smoking that damn and they can't even drop the man. On my way to Richmond, the body, some new repair. And they call us hitting the cricket, talking about living. That go Father Rally, I'm feeling that man's new. So with that shit you be talking this big this. Later for them suckers, they party, they ain't get it. So pay a check on your babies, don't let me see. Get your wonder breath and only watching increase. Lord, my purpose, Lorenzo, 22. Bread, big spread, big spread, car, third car, Cadillac, Lord, my purpose, Lorenzo, 22. Bread, big spread, big spread, car, third car, Cadillac. Watch out, Hershey Berkey is still on you, see the first Gator in my mouth full of burgundy, call us Roxy. Leave your hair high, if I take you up out your body, me and my master motherfuckers like that apart. Give it to me, baby, you know what I'm with. Super ghetto, big ol' ass like Jungle. Clear pack like a Detroit air show. Doug, she can teach the wind how to blow. She can teach Frosty how to snow. White glove on the dark leg. White fiber, spark like all night. Riding like Olympic style, toward the front. You were supposed to fly mostly out with the fellas. In the hotel lobby with honey, getting jealous. Ain't nobody tripping, but partner, he out of line. Break my second, repeller, put out my mind. Let's get it mad. This shit, Lord, my purpose, Lorenzo, 22. Big bread, big spread, big scratch, big car, third car, Cadillac. Let's get it mad. This shit, Lord, my purpose, Lorenzo, 22. Big bread, big spread, big scratch, big car, third car, Cadillac. You're the short that's supply and demand when it's the drop by love, sell high, my mother. Never about to weather before it's about to change. My people ain't the spirit, they before we driving planes. But if I to them, can't slip in them things. Bricks, kicks, hitting and see some blockouts like that. I run my hand from Frisco to Maine, pippin' long range. Fast sugar, that's slow nickel, that's chop patch. Bunch of water, hot yellow jazzy, like rotten apples, hot chocolate trailer, taxi, McNasty, throw away, but now she's classy. Cause her sugar daddy, then put her up in the face. Watch the rock, got her dressed in hot pink and red. Just for the man, this shit, Lord, my purpose, Lorenzo, 22. Big bread, big spread, big scratch, big car, third car, Cadillac. Just give it mad eyes. Shit, Lord, my purpose, Lorenzo, 22. Big bread, big spread, big scratch, big car, third car, Cadillac. Got a lot of bugs from the fly. Under every bit that you gon' need to pop. Busted in mayonnaise, smoking up at the stop sign. You can't touch my post, baby. Busted in mayonnaise, under 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 baby.
Yeah, that was Busted in Mayonnaise. They bring me back to high school, you feel me? About E40 off the Politician Grit and Grind album. Came out in 02. Busted in Mayonnaise. Ooh. Yeah. By the legend E40, you feel me? Look, I put the song in the chat. All right. I didn't put it in Twitter. Hyperlinks don't work over there. So you got to come over to Kamal Johnson Network on YouTube. Once again, Kamal Johnson Network on YouTube. Come over there. Also, you can see the chat. We chatting over there in the chat. All right. I don't show all the chat. Okay. So you got to come over to YouTube. Kamal Johnson Network. If you are watching on Twitter, though, I do appreciate it. Hit your brother with a retweet. All right. Now, with that being said, phone lines is open. The number is 619-609-7383. Once again, the number is 619-609-7383. Call in. How do y'all feel about BET and the Soul Train Awards being canceled? Is it good? Is it bad? Call in or come up on the stage. We got the stage open, y'all. Got to come over to YouTube, though. Kamal Johnson Network. Got the stage pinned to the chat. Okay? Phone line's open for 5 minutes, though. Stage is open the rest of the show. With that being said, got the sub segment about to pop off. Okay? And I might do a whole goddamn show on this. You know what I mean? I might do it on Monday. When it comes to like Fridays and shit, I like to have a little bit more lighter topics. Monday and Wednesday is a little bit more, since I like heavier topics. That's why I'm probably going to talk about this either next Monday or Wednesday. But look at Habibi.
So what's your name?
Harassing this black man.
You can call the police, or I can call the police. Can I see your ID?
Yeah.
Let me see your ID.
Yeah. Take out your ID and I'll take out my ID.
Let me take out your ID. Let me take out mine.
Okay, let's. Guys, let me get my.
He don't even got his ID on him. Harassing the man.
Call the police.
Walking in his own neighborhood.
Let's call the police.
I'm in my own neighborhood where I live at, working in my neighborhood by my house. I have this man asking me, do I live here?
Yes.
And what's your name? I'm going to start a civil lawsuit right now. That's what I'm going to do.
Absolutely. You got to do it, man. But I want.
What's your name now?
Let's read it. Hey, and she was trying to save her husband. She was like, "You looking real dumb right now." But I think I'm gonna play the rest of this on Monday. Cause we gonna go over this. Walking while black in neighborhoods. I might title it that or something else. I don't know yet. Because certain shit like what Berg going through doesn't happen to me too. It's like, God damn. But Susie Rizizio says this black man is in his own neighborhood walking, and this other guy walks over from his house asking for his ID to see if he lives in the neighborhood. All because he's black. If you don't see that racism is amping up, you're blind. The profiling and stereotyping needs to stop. At this point, if you give us cash reparation, we won't be in your neighborhoods. We build our own shit. But I digress. I'm going to talk about that shit on like Monday or Wednesday. You know what I mean? Walking in neighborhoods all black. You getting all harassed. I got to look up that other clip too and do some more research because there's another black man where he's in his neighborhood fishing and he keep getting harassed. You feel me? And Brooke says, yeah, we need to discuss it because it's too much. Exactly. So I want to do some more thorough research, get some more clips so we can talk about that. But that's the sub segment that I want to bring in. So if y'all want to call in, 619-609-7383. You want to talk about the sub segment or the main topic? BET Hip Hop Awards and the Soul Train Awards got canceled. I will say this about the Hip Hop Awards. This one, hold on, somebody calling in? Nah, that's a scammer then. That's a scam call then. Anyway, this year BET Awards, they did it right though. But I'm pretty sure they did that because they knew it was the last hurrah. You feel me? And like I'm telling you, they brought out they had the 106 in Park shit going on. They had remember Rap City The Basement with Big Tigger and shit like that. You feel me? The shit was tight, man. It was just phenomenal. But I mean, you gotta give us one if you give us freaking 8 or 9 that's bullshit, right? That's still a bad percentage. But yeah. Fat Joe said this is gentrification, which blows my mind because I'm like, bro, you would be part of the gentrification, bro. You came in, ate off the black culture, and then as soon as the black culture is not, paying you or feeding you no more, then you being like a whistleblower and acting like you're doing some good. Then and you lie so much, bro. You feel me? That it's like at some point it's hard to be like, is bro really telling the truth of this shit? Can we really be like, is bro genuine about what's going on with our culture? Or is he just doing some more grifting shit? I don't know. Maybe y'all know. 619-609-7383. Call in. I'm gonna have the phone lines open for like 30 more seconds before I shut it down. Get out of here. Get to enjoy my weekend. Hey, I need to appreciate y'all for hitting the goddamn notification bell on YouTube. I'm seeing that number go up. It notifies you when I go live. That's the way we get around the shadow ban. Because I am the shadow ban man, which, I don't mind. It's fly-ass name. Okay? But I do on my channel to get around the shadow ban. So hit that notification bell. That's what y'all been doing. Appreciate it. I'm also the off-tangent man, because I might go off-tangent on your ass. Okay? Anyway, I'm about to shut down the phone lines. But call in, leave a voicemail. I will play it on the next episode. 619-609-7383. Leave a voicemail. Tell us how you feel. Okay? With that being said, my fam sector of the audience, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank you so much. My FBA fam, my Black American fam, Black people on code, the tiny minuscule allies that we do have, my goddamn producers, Reelan, Byron, Kiveon, my goddamn moderators, you feel me? Brooke in the goddamn building, thank you so much. Daryl, appreciate you, bro. With that being said, I should have heard this shit through my goddamn computer screen. And I ain't heard it. So y'all ain't clapping loud enough for me. Appreciate y'all. Now the other sector of my audience, I hope your weekend is terrible. I hope you step in that diarrhea type of dog shit. You step in your house and it stank up the whole house. You suspected white supremacists. You tethered babbling buffoons. You Sambo bootlicks. And the rest of you imbeciles, y'all all could go EAD. Hope your weekend sucks. Like I said, I hope you step in a big pile of goddamn dog shit and you step in some carpet inside your crib and you know what that's gonna leave. Now, my final note is this, y'all. It was a good run while it lasted. What else can I say? You feel me? I will say that I feel like Fat Joe being disingenuous with what he's saying. I feel like Fat Joe being disingenuous about the black culture right now, and him trying to make it seem like he's trying to protect the black culture. I feel like it's disingenuous as fuck. But hey, BET Hip Hop Awards had a good run. You feel me? Soul Train Awards had a good run. But hey, things gotta come to an end. Especially when y'all been bullshitting for most of the time y'all been in existence when y'all got sold. Once Bob Johnson and Don Cornelius and shit sold Soul Train and BET Hip Hop Awards, it's been kind of like up and down most of the time. But with that being said, look, I'm your favorite broadcaster's favorite broadcaster. I'm your favorite news anchor. My FBA fam, have a lovely weekend. You know what? On these future shows, some of y'all gonna have to tell me how y'all weekend is. And I might, you know what? I'm gonna start incorporating that. I might need to start telling y'all a little bit more about, you know, my weekend and certain experiences that I be having, because it be some funny shit that be going on. And I need to start telling y'all, you feel me? But I'm about to get out of here, y'all. Y'all have a good one.